Hello friends. So I'm just going to try to capture a little bit of what I'm seeing on the Chilkoot. This is the start of it. I'm within the first hour and it starts with a very steep climb and we're into coastal rainforest here, so you can see the beautiful mosses. Just gorgeous. Now to reach the historic site of Canyon City, we have to cross this rickety bridge, suspension bridge. And over here on my right, there's a bear warning. And over here on my left, basically it says this bridge is only safe for one person at a time. How badly do I want to see this historic site? Let's give it a try. Good grief. Broken board. That doesn't give me much confidence. All right. We did it. So here's the first artifact. This old stove. And here's an old boiler that was used to generate power back in the day. And there are a couple of, let me see, go around here. A couple of bits of the smokestack too. There's one of them. And there's another one over there. I just have to stop for a moment and show you this beautiful rainforest. This looks like a little bunny. People spend lots of money and lots of time shaping the bushes in their yards to look like these creatures, and here Mother Nature does it all on her own. I've been coming across lots of berry bushes along here, and on the American side of this trail at least, we are encouraged to eat as many as we like, basically to keep the bears away from the trail and the campsite, and I'm happy to oblige. Good morning. It is day 3, and today's the day that I climbed the Golden Staircase, so it's going to be a long, tough day. I am just on the trail for 5 minutes. I'm already sweating. It's so humid. I'm got my fingers crossed that it's a little bit cooler up at the top. And just in a blink of an eye, the time it took me to take off my rain pants and grab a drink of water, the fog moved in, just like a freight train. Here I am. You can see that I'm among large boulders, but not yet close to the Golden Staircase. And I'm crossing right now. And again, this is not, let me see if I can turn around here without falling. This is not the Golden Staircase. This is just, I think they call this the long staircase. And it's just getting up to the top where I can even start the Golden Stairs. Okay, we have made it to the scales, which is at the base of the Chilkoot Pass, the Golden Staircase, and this is where all the goods were weighed. The stampeders had to have a certain number of pounds of goods, and this is where it was all weighed, and you can see some of the old artifacts that were left behind. That's where I came from. All sorts of artifacts on these rocks over there. And through there, that's the pass. That's where I'm heading now. I made it. Here we are looking at Canada over there with the snow. And this area is where the mounted police would have checked the stampeders and made sure that they had a ton of goods, about 1,150 pounds of food per person, and then tents and cookware and tools, all that sort of thing. So, yay for me, I am now going to go into the warm-up hut and have some lunch. So I've had my lunch, and now I'm descending down into Canada, and look at this view. The warden said that just before I arrived, it was completely socked in, And about 10 minutes before I got there, the clouds cleared and wow! Just a couple of kilometers away now from Happy Camp, and I'm going to stop there and have some dinner and then walk on to the next campsite to spend the night. Look at this view. Good morning, morning of day 4. I'm heading to Bennett today to catch the train back to Skagway. I just had a little moment, just encountered some kind of wildlife. I'm not sure what it was. There was big crashing in the bushes, and anyway, I made lots of noise and it ran off, so I didn't see it. I suspect it was a bear, not sure. But yeah, I'm a little nervous sometimes walking all by myself, but I'm just talking out loud, singing, and hopefully that'll be the closest I get to an animal, a big animal on this trail.
Walking on that bridge.
No, that's a good idea. I would be too scared to walk on it.
I wouldn't trust it. That's the problem.
We're going on the bridge. That's not. We're not going on that bridge. It's too low.
I made it back home safe and sound. Had a shower. I feel much more human. I was thinking, driving home, about why I enjoyed hiking the trail this time so much more than I did the first time I did it, which was back in 1986. I was 27 years old. And I think the main reason is that now I appreciate so much more the fact that my body will still allow me to do hikes like this. You know, at 60, you don't know how many more years you've got left to be able to do activities like this. I hope a lot more, but you don't know. But what I do know is that I want to continue hiking as much as I possibly can and doing all the other things I love as much as I possibly can, so that when the time comes that I can barely get to the bathroom, let alone go out for a walk, I'll have this bank of wonderful memories to call upon. I met a woman coming back on the train from Bennett to Skagway. Her grandfather was a stampeder in 1898, and she had just completed, she was 76 years old, she had just completed the Chilkoot with her 2 sons. She had not realized how difficult it was, and she said there were times when she couldn't carry her pack. For instance, over the pass, she could not carry her pack. So one of her sons carried it up to the top, walked all the way back down, and then put his pack on, and he and his brother helped their mom up over the pass. She said sometimes her legs, she couldn't lift them enough to get over some of the rocks, so her sons were physically lifting her legs for her. They got to the top of the pass. She was too exhausted to go any further, so they set up their tent and camped there that night. And there were other times that they would get into a campsite past midnight because it took her just that long to go from point A to point B. Now, you might argue that she shouldn't have been on the trail, but she said to me, you know, I've got these memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life now, as will my sons. And looking at that family, even though I'm sure it was a horrendous several days for them, they were laughing, they were joking, and clearly enjoying one another's company. So, who are we to judge? Sorry about the long video. I hope you enjoyed it. And here's to enjoying life and loving.